Y'all said we done started already. I just clicked on it. Good morning, Merry Christmas. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Couples Lounge. Y'all ready for the show? Are you ready for the show? Are you ready for the show? All right. Why did Devon Franklin file for divorce? That's what we're about to talk about today. I'm your girl Candace, and this is my other half, Ramon, and we are the dynamic duo of the Couples Lounge show. So as you come in, let us go on and play the intro. We'll be right back. You are now tuned in to the Couples Lounge show. You are now tuned in to the Couples Lounge show.
It's live, it's real, it's entertaining.
That morning show telling you what somebody should have told you about love, marriage, and relationships. Ain't nobody doing it like us.
Because they ain't us.
New episodes every Saturday, giving you something to talk about. All right, y'all. We're having a little bit of delay on the line, but we ready now. What's up, TD? Hey, Tyra. What's up, Wilhelmina? Hey. Happy holidays to everybody. What's up, April? Good morning. What's up, makeup artist Chrissy? How y'all doing? What's up, LaFrida? We're about to talk about it, y'all. So why, as Mr. Cool would say, did Devon Franklin file for divorce from a Megan Good, who he said just recently, as he was coming out of the gym, is still the love of his life. Y'all ready for it? Some married chicks was like, I definitely have to hear what the man's perspective is on that. So I would say this. If y'all have, first of all, if you have not shared the video, go on and share the video for us. What's up, Gunter? Go on and share. Y'all up. Y'all kids done already opened their gifts and all that good stuff right there. Christian, yes, so many speculations. And don't none of us know why. But because this is the Couples Lounge show, of course, it opens up the space to talk about some things. And our whole purpose for this show is to really kind of get the perspective of the male or the reasons why. Because although it's them, it could easily be one of us on any given day. And so y'all know we all about trying to save the marriage union and promote it, encourage it, and give it hope. So if somebody can grow or learn from their situation in order to improve their marriage and prevent this from being their story, then hey, let's do it. All right, so I'll tell y'all my first reaction to it, and then Mon, you can share. I was totally shocked. I think I saw it on the Shade Room or the Jasmine brand, something, and I was like, no. Okay, that's get out. No, it's like, why? No, I was so shocked. I think I just loved, like, when they first came out, the love story, the wait, them waiting for sex in order, before they got married, right. And just being the I don't know, they had like a hip hop look to the Christian vibe, and so it wasn't your normal what you would think of when it comes to Christians, so to say. I think they had a good balance. People could relate and vibe with them, and so I just knew that they would be together for a long time. And something I did find out through this is that he is a for real pastor. Yeah. Like, I knew he was a pastor, but I didn't know he had his own church. Yeah, I knew that. I didn't know he was a senior pastor, like pastor. Yeah. I didn't know that. Yeah. I didn't know Megan Good was a for real first lady. Yeah. Why did you just move that like that? Right there. So I'll let you share. What was your first reaction when you saw it?
Dang. Dang. Oh, wow. For real? Pastor filed for divorce?
That was another shocking.
Hey, dang, the pastor?
Because men don't normally file.
Nah. If we file, it's a wrap. If a man file, like we don't file, so if we file, we filing.
It's real.
It's real.
When the men file.
Right.
Okay, so for those that don't know, so y'all just heard us say Devon is a pastor. Megan Good is known for being an actress. They wrote the book The Wait. And so I was surprised to see a lot of people saying that they knew the marriage wasn't going to work from the beginning. I knew that. I was surprised by that.
I hate, man, this sounds bad. I'm not shocked that it ended.
Why?
Because he's a pastor. Mm-hmm. The life that she lived, to totally give it up and stay on this side, I figure will be hard for her to do.
Really?
Yeah. To be a first lady, to me, it doesn't seem like that's an easy job. If you, I hate to say in the streets, I don't mean in the streets like, Lord, she was a street person. Mm-hmm. But you know, I mean, living a worldly life, if that makes sense. And now I'm a first lady. I don't do these things anymore. Mm-hmm. I was a famous actress in music videos and dated celebrities. I don't do these things anymore. I'm a first lady.
And I think first lady, and I don't want to get out on this, but I think first lady can look how you choose it to. Let me say this. I know it's a standard first lady, but I've also seen where pastors do not hold, New Day pastors don't hold their wives accountable to the look of first lady.
Yeah, and you might not wear the hats and dress them, but you gotta live, you gotta be a certain way, especially, and you can't be a certain way in public like her lifestyle was. Okay. She's a public figure. Mm-hmm. So the things she do in public as a pastor, I might not want my first lady doing it.
Okay. All right. So one other thing, like I saw Chrissy say like she changed her life for him.
She did.
Kimberly say some men foul as a scare tactic, not expecting his wife to be like that. And then Cliffney saying exactly. So as I was listening, I heard an interview that he did where he said one of his non-negotiables was somebody that drank, that smoked cigarettes, right, and I think was an actress because he's like a producer and all of that.
And she used to do both.
And she was that. But when he got with her,
right,
he decided to disregard that. And then she even said she was coming out of a traumatic, I guess, relationship or whatever. And then I watched some that was talking about all the rappers and stuff. Her normal dude for dating was not Devon. No. Not anybody like him.
Her dudes look street.
Right. So do you go against your non-negotiables?
Yeah.
Do you bend?
Yes, everybody had. How many people said, if you cheat, that's it? If a man cuss or says this, that's it.
I'm talking about going into it, though. Before you marry, like if I'm saying I'm not going to date this type of person.
Right.
Do you compromise? Do you change before getting married just to start dating?
I believe you can. A lot of people have, and a lot of people continue with. You may meet a person, vibe with her, like, dang, Candace a good person. She a good chick.
Although this is on my list.
And then all of a sudden I see you have a drink at a party. But that's a non-negotiable with me. But I've already connected with you before I even saw that, and I could bypass it. That's just a drive. That's just her. Maybe she'll change, but I'm not doing that. So yes, you can do that. Yes.
Okay. TD said the pastor doesn't, but the church and most definitely the elders do. I agree with that. When it's holding the first lady to a certain
because she
standard.
Everybody, if you ain't seen Harlem.
So Harlem, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Is that a reason if...
Yes, I'm done. We're done. My marriage is over.
Why? Because some people was like, nope, he married an actress. He knew he married an actress.
But here's the problem with that. I doubt very seriously that they did not have a conversation before. And yes, she was a actress. She could have been. She wasn't. Let's say I married a stripper, but going into the marriage, you said I will no longer do that for you.
Mm-hmm.
This is for you, baby. I'm giving that up for you. I'm not playing them type of scenes no more. Great, I can do. And now all of a sudden you go back. And that's speculation. We don't know if that's true. But if that's true, I can understand to why now.
I didn't see the Harlem scene. I haven't saw it yet, but you saw it.
Yes.
And you saying as a husband,
I'm done.
You couldn't see that.
Nah.
Although you know I'm an actress.
Nah, I don't want to hear that stuff. I don't want to see my wife on a sex. And no, it's a movie on TV with another guy, and I'm a pastor now. So I'm a pastor, and I know the people in my church trust me, just to be messy is going to watch to see everything she does.
Mm-hmm.
Some may want to do it just look at Pastor White. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And some will want to be messy in the church. Look at Pastor White.
Mm-hmm.
First lady, huh? And
so the scrutiny that he would,
yes, the backlash of it, and is he strong enough to handle it? Mm-hmm. We don't know. He may not, because if you did notice after they got married, she pretty much chilled. Mm-hmm. Her acting career almost completely stopped. She did a few things.
That's what I heard. Some people say
it slowed down. You can speculate why. I think it's probably because of, they might have had a conversation, but seeing her get down in Harlem, you got to be a strong dude or live that lifestyle to be okay with that.
I don't know. When as I was thinking about it, like I said, I haven't seen the scene, but I ended up going back and looking. So they separated about 2 weeks ago, maybe a month ago.
In August, I read it was in
August where they separated. Okay. Yeah.
And then, I'm sorry. I heard it with the kids situation.
Yeah, we got that on her as well. So I was thinking, like, people was like, well, no, he married an actress. Right. So that comes with her job, her whatever. He knew this. And it's, for me, I was thinking, I get that and I hear that. But also, could it be that you expect your wife or your husband to evolve to the next level? Like pretty much what you're saying. I'm not going to take a sex scene. I'm not going to take a role.
When the last time you seen Denzel? Have we ever seen Denzel in a sex scene?
I can't say that I have. And they was like Cicely Tyson, like never took a role that demeaned her or anything like that. So right now we're using her career, but is it an expectation that your spouse, lack of better words, level up, change? Yes, they may have been doing this when y'all first got married, but is it okay? Should you expect your spouse to grow, to evolve? So if that was his thing, what's wrong with that? Yeah, I knew you was an actress, but we married now. And
I guarantee they had that conversation before they got married. What is acceptable? What is unacceptable? Why wouldn't you have had that conversation? If this is what you do, and I make pastor, I guarantee you they had a conversation what's acceptable and not acceptable before for her acting career. That is, well, Rose is okay, babe. I'm not comfortable with this. That is a good conversation. I'm willing to bet everything they had. As a pastor, I'm sure he was looking ahead when he came to her with that. I think it just.
Clifford said clearly not. I think not if that's the reason that they got a divorce. Right. If it was
honestly, if this is the reason, we don't know. I heard it's the child. You could heard it's this. If this is the reason, I believe it was this. She did it. She was in love. She found the man that loved her in a different way.
Absolutely.
That was a good man that loved her.
She was willing to.
That I give that up for you. I haven't been loved like this. Not by this type of guy. This is different and I'm loving it.
Yeah.
But through time and years and maybe even finances, like I don't know if I can keep this Oh man, this is too much.
And right, and I can even see it being like you said, her career kind of fell off, and maybe Harlem came, and it was like, oh, I want to take this opportunity,
right?
And we're trying to talk about it. And
he wasn't a pastor at the time. I didn't know that.
He's not compromising. There's no compromise there. Like that might have been something I said. But now I don't want to do that. I miss acting. I want to get back into it. I got this opportunity.
Money.
Why not?
Because the less we saw her on the screens, unless she had outside income, that money is stopping.
Yeah.
She's an actress. She gets paid to act. Mm-hmm. So if she's not acting, I don't know nothing about her being a...
I just kept thinking, like I said, I never saw the Harlem, even if I wasn't a first lady. I couldn't even imagine going into church. Going back into church the next day after that scene. It just be like, hey, y'all.
Carrie stepped her. You can't see a divorce.
Hey.
Carrie said, I can't see a TV role causing a divorce. They most likely had issues prior. I could see that. So, Fatal Attraction, some of them sex scenes. That's okay. I don't know. That's coming from a woman. As a guy, there has been some sex scenes. You remember Colors? Y'all remember Colors when old boy got shot? He was putting down. I don't want to go there. But would you be okay if I was an actor and you see me with a sex scene with a Megan Good? Mm-hmm. Is that okay? Would that be okay with you?
I think going into it, it's like I know you are an actor.
Right.
Now, if I'm looking at
I'm talking about right now, say Tyler Perry, man, I like that Tuck Kid. Monsters by, oh my goodness, that was that was a good one. Ooh, make me feel good. Remember that? But anyway, if you saw him and they said, I want him to act. And I matter of fact, man, I got a scene with you with Halle Berry. Tuck is, it's a sex scene. All right, cool. Mm-hmm. You okay with that?
I think I would be. Okay. Because I know you're going into acting. Now, do I believe some people, like I remember Will saying in one scene that Jada did with, Tommy Davidson. Tommy Davidson said he went too far because he was just into acting and he went too far in the scene. And I don't think they really rehearsed it.
Right.
So when they got on there, he like went all in.
Right.
And so for Will, it was a little bit too much, and they kind of almost had a situation.
You say it's acting, but here's the thing: people have gotten together after a scene like that. Angelina Jolie and
Brad Pitt.
Mm-hmm. They wasn't a couple until they shot Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Mm-hmm. Once they shot Mr. and Mrs. Smith, now all of a sudden they a couple. Hell yeah, I'm going all in. Jada Pinkett back in the day. Yeah, it's hard.
And I think it's a lot that comes with that.
It's a mindset.
And I think for more so for men, would probably be more difficult for them to see their wives in that role, even knowing she's an actress.
Right. Cut. Wait. You gonna get an extra rub? I'm gonna rub Haley booty a little extra.
So yeah. I probably would have an issue with this one right here doing it. I don't. What? I wouldn't have an issue, but knowing his mindset, knowing his mindset,
what's my mindset?
And I've always said he will be an amazing actor. I would really have to get my mind right, and be like, just do you, boo, and let.
So you don't mind me doing a monster ball scene with Halle Berry?
If acting was your passion in your career, I really wouldn't be tripping. I really wouldn't be.
Well, I would be.
Okay.
You're not bent over screaming and hollering other dudes. Not now. We ain't gonna do that one.
So it could have been Harlem. It could have been that scene. Somebody said mindset. Somebody said insecurities. Cliffany said piggyback. Now you're being the sole provider. Can your income cover my lifestyle? Which is why I think she went back to acting. Oh, okay. Okay, why she went back. Okay.
But 9 years is a long time to discuss. Can y'all think of a movie that's something that she was in since then?
But sometimes they be playing them really, really small roles and you don't be knowing.
Yeah, because it ain't on. Yeah.
Okay. So speaking of that, somebody, and I think y'all kind of hit on it, like where she changed who she was.
Yes.
To be in this marriage.
I believe it was it could have been too much.
Too much of a change?
Too much of a change. And eventually your real you will come. You could hibernate to be, you could act and put on the front. You can hibernate to be something else. And two, I think she truly wanted to be. I think this woman really loves this man. I
Mm-hmm.
believe this
I
man
do too.
truly loves this woman.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt about it. I believe they really love each other. But ultimately, in my humble opinion, I think it was just too much to give up, to be a first lady, to give this image, to be this, to be this.
Mm-hmm.
And my whole life, I've been just doing me.
Mm-hmm.
I can drink, I can smoke a squirrel, I can date who I want. Now all of a sudden, I can't do these things. But like, man,
Mm-hmm.
like, oh my goodness,
Mm-hmm.
babe, I tried, but
Mm-hmm.
and honestly, I could see him not being able to accept her, willing to go back.
And I don't, now that part, I don't think that,
What?
I don't think that is the reason that the divorce. But this is a topic for discussion, because going into a relationship, sometimes people have to change so much. And I think when you cannot be your authentic self in a marriage, or in a marriage, it does bring up resentment, bitterness, unhappy.
Think about it. That's a big change.
Yeah, and it's a change that you have to want to make. You cannot.
And
I mean, you have to have a internal desire.
I believe she did.
I'm okay, and I am on that path to wanting to change. Yes, because I think they became known as like that Christian couple, and so they've made mention of her.
Absolutely, Brian. I believe she really did want to change. It was just through time. It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot.
Mm-hmm. And I think she was willing to. I think because let me say this: just because he's a pastor, he's still evolving and he's still changing too. Like somebody said in there, we forget that they are people too. Yes, they are people. They just have a title. Yeah. So in these 9 years, he's even evolved and became closer to God as well. But they made mention of her being criticized in the Christian community, like because of how she wore her hair, some of the dresses and things that she wore, like in, I guess, like on red carpets and stuff. They were actually on an interview, and a lady stood up to say, "I saw you on the cover of Upscale." Now, mind y'all, what she had on was not scandalous at all, and she was like, "You were showing the little boobs, right?" It was like this part of her chest was showing. And she was like, "So you gonna start covering up, right?" And he was like, he stepped in and was like, "Hold on. We ain't doing that. Right. That ain't what we here to do. If you got a question, ask a question." Right. But she gonna wear what she want to wear. Right. And she can still be a Christian. Right. And serve, and be of God. No, we're not doing that. And he took up for her totally. Me too, TD. But you could see, like, all the women in the audience was like, "We love you, Megan." And she started crying. Wow. So to have that type of scrutiny,
that's what I'm saying.
From the church community.
That's a lot. And she has that, she cried. And she has a past. We all have a past. Mm-hmm. The difference is hers was played out in public. Yeah. So you think they wouldn't using that as ammunition to talk about it and bring that stuff up? That had to hurt. There was many nights she got back home and cussed out a whole bunch of people privately. This month, I guarantee you, she cussed out them, and husband had to just get it out, boo. Yeah, get it out, baby. It's okay.
I just think if you're in a marriage and you can't be your authentic, and when I say your authentic self, just
the way you crazy,
just like what you like to wear, like what your hairstyle. I'm not talking about drinking and smoking and. Because all that is not you or your authentic self. Those are things that you do. That's stuff that you do. But I'm like, just your style, your personality. If you're in a relationship, even with
judgmental
with the
Adrian. I'm sorry, baby. I was reading and going with.
But just say, let me read the comments, babe. Why you like you?
It's Christmas. I'm sorry. Okay, I won't. Go ahead.
Goodness.
I'm just reading interactive.
Go ahead. Interactive. Then just what do you want to say? Dwayne said, "Did Omarosa have a hard time being a first lady?" Omarosa.
He being funny with Donald Trump, the black chick.
Yeah, she was the first lady.
He's being funny.
Oh,
Lord bless your heart.
Okay. So yeah, so if you are in a relationship right now or marriage, and sometimes it ain't even the outside people. Sometimes your spouse can make you like they was cool while you was dating.
Right.
And as soon as you got married, they wanted you to switch up the game. They wanted you to be something that you were not. And that might mean you were one way. You might have been somebody who didn't smoke, didn't do this, didn't do, and they was good with that. And then once you got married, I know I was watching something and the dude was like, man, like you lame. You don't ever want to have fun. You don't want to drink. You don't want to smoke. You don't want to. But why she gotta do that? Why are you trying to change who I am?
It's not. I don't think he's trying to make some situations. They could be. Mm-hmm. If I do certain things, I may want my spouse to do it with me. It's more enjoyable. Ain't nothing like this. Is for you, I'm sorry for you Christian folks who don't do anything wrong. Y'all don't listen to this.
Don't do that.
But it's a going out with your woman or your man and having a few drinks, throwing them back. It's you. If you drink, you will have a good time taking your woman or your man going out to drink with you. If you smoke, if that's your thing, you will have a good time smoking with your significant other. So for someone who drinks and my woman never drinks, like dang, baby, we can't. You ain't gonna sip none with me. At some point, I guarantee you that does come out. I'm feeling good on. Hey man, hey baby, come on, baby, take a shot with me. No, I don't drink.
And I look at it like this: like if it's something that is not good for your spouse, why would you encourage them? Or no, I'm not gonna say encourage them, but have a issue if they don't want to do it. Yeah, if you ask, okay, feel free to ask. Right. But if it's something that goes against maybe their beliefs or something they don't want to do, it's not like you're asking them to do something that's truly beneficial, that's truly growth mindset, that's truly about them being better. You're asking them to do something possibly a sin, because if it's drunk all the way to drinking all the way to drunk, and then you get mad about it, you know what I'm saying? So you just gotta be like allow them to be them, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely can see how that could play a part in a relationship when that person feels like they cannot be their authentic self. Okay, what you already okay? So Mon shared this on the screen. That's something new we just figured out we could do. I wonder if she didn't act during those years because she wasn't really going out for roles, or if she wasn't offered any due to her Christian stance. Oh, because of who she originally was, they were making good the sex symbol that she was. Dwayne Boyd, go ahead.
Christianity has a positive image. I think it's okay to critique those who stray to help preserve the overall image. You got to have standards in place to aspire to. Okay. Yeah, I didn't really see her in roles either afterwards. But again, are you okay with seeing your woman or your man kiss another man or woman on TV in front of everyone? That's because she gets it in Harlem. She gets it in. He wasn't even at the premiere. She gets it in.
He wasn't at the premiere. No. When was the premiere?
I don't know.
Oh, they may have been already separated.
Yeah, they probably. I think so. And then I heard she wanted kids. She froze her eggs.
Yes. And we're going to talk about that just here shortly. You all to tune into the Couples Lounge show. I'm your girl, Candace.
This is Ramon.
And we are the dynamic duo of this show. Yes, we are married too, for those that do not know. And so we just come on here and talk about all things love, marriage, and relationships. I want to talk about something that I saw earlier, saying that the church is some of the most judgmental people, or this, that, and the other. And what I have learned, I think in the past, I may have been some type of way, but first of all, we got to realize that when people say, oh, Christian people are the worst, this, that, and the other, everybody is human. Even the Christians that are judging people, they are still human. So for us, yes, we do expect Christians, because you say you believe, that you show up differently. And so everybody that's judging a Christian, you doing the same thing that the Christians are. I'm gonna say church folks, because many of us are believers, but we seem to tag it onto church people. Church people can be the worst. They're still people. They're still people. So every time somebody goes to criticize and critique a church person, you're doing exactly what they're doing. So you got to understand everybody is on this journey. And when you come up against that, where somebody is trying to judge you or say this or say that, you got to know who you are. You got to be able to stand in your space and say whatever. Yep, you know what? That is a flaw of mine. And don't even let it like mess with you. But you got to know who you are. You got to accept your own flaws. When you don't accept your own flaws, other people can kind of ruffle your feathers in that area.
Worry about your own salvation.
Yeah, so it's like,
it's that simple. Worry about your own salvation.
Yeah, it's like
I can't go to heaven for you.
You got to just know how to handle those type of people, and still don't choose. Some people choose not to go to church because of the people in the church.
I've never understood that.
They doing their own work. So we all need to be in the church. You know what I'm saying? So like, yo, we all need to be doing our own work or whatever, even the people in the church. So let's talk about the baby situation.
That's a deal breaker. That'll cause a divorce.
She went in saying that, knowing that he wanted kids. He wanted kids. She was kind of on the fence, but I think that was something they were willing, based on what I've seen, they were kind of willing to work through. He gave her time
at a later date.
Yeah, be in your process.
Right.
But you know where I stand. I want kids.
Right.
But I'll let you be in your process. And she was just kind of like, her career was more important than having kids.
And I'm not mad at her for that. Everybody don't want kids. Some people's career is so important, so fulfilling, that they're not willing to sacrifice and put that on hold for children. And I am not mad at you. Mm-hmm. But if we're getting married and that's a deal breaker,
and you know I want
kids, and I'm willing to allow you time, if we don't make it, don't be mad. And that's why if that is the case, they're not at odds with each other. They're not mad at each other. They're not speaking ill at each other. I just think that was a deal breaker, and I totally understand why.
Should you go into a marriage knowing you want kids and this person, I'm for sure, should you go into a marriage?
I can't say like that. I say no, I wouldn't, because you're setting yourself up for failure. 9 years that went by. 9 years. That's a long time. We're not getting younger.
Yeah.
So you lost 9 years to have children for someone who ultimately said no. Can't be mad at them because they said I don't know or didn't want to. But me personally, if I wanted children and I'm dating someone that says I don't think I want kids, I don't know, but I don't think I do, then you're not for me. You're not for me. Why am I going to put that pressure on you and on myself? Because ultimately, if you say no, I might resent you for it.
What if it happened like you said? Y'all kind of, that might have been a conversation early on, but you know, we ain't that serious. We still dating it. As we keep dating, it's like, but
I know something that don't.
But my heart, like vibe with you, like
right. Okay. Then oh wait. Then you're rolling the dice.
Okay. We got to tell them they forgot we out here and they done cut the music on in the house.
We can hear that. What are y'all doing with the music?
So, this is my thing when it comes to the whole marriage aspect and going in knowing somebody. You're really definitely when it comes to kids. If you know that you want and they are undecided,
man,
you have to really be with yourself and say, if this doesn't work, because you cannot assume that they're going to change their mind.
No, you cannot.
You cannot assume that. You can't think you're going to make them change their mind. You have to really ask yourself, if they choose to say no, am I all right? will I be all right?
Right.
That's the one thing that I do love, that they were upfront and honest about that. Because some people be like, yeah, just to get the man or the woman, knowing darn well in their mind they don't want to, and then you get into the marriage, and now I don't really want to have kids. Like, don't play with people like that. Don't set your marriage up for failure because you were untruthful. So go into these marriages in that dating phase being straight up honest with what you do and you don't want. Now, if the relationship ends because of that, then you got to be all right with that season closing and releasing that and moving on. But lying just to get what you want and knowing definitely becomes a kid. So I would say Devon figured if she didn't want to, they will be all right. And she was like, she didn't want to do the surrogate thing. She didn't want to do that. So that's what made her freeze her eggs. And so she eventually, y'all.
But what's the
she eventually got
I don't
on
know
that
this.
she
Maybe
wanted
somebody,
to.
if you don't know, somebody watching could tell us. What is the purpose of freezing your eggs? When you freeze your eggs, you can't get pregnant at that moment?
No, it's like, because the older you get, your baby can be affected.
So you just took some out and froze them.
So I froze my eggs, so they're 30-year-old eggs versus being 40-year-old eggs.
But can you get pregnant at that time, or you got to go in and impregnate the frozen eggs?
You pregnate the frozen eggs. No, I don't know. You might can still get pregnant unless it's another procedure to that, where maybe they're removing their over. I don't know.
Okay, I didn't know.
But the whole purpose is so that you have
get
young,
the purpose, but I want to know, can you still get pregnant through the old way?
Did that happen with Tamar? Like, didn't she freeze her eggs because she didn't think she would get pregnant, and then she ended up getting pregnant with Logan? I think it is some type of process that you. I don't know. That's a very good question, though. Very good question. Okay. So, this is what I think, and it made so much sense.
Okay, break it down.
The real reason for the divorce. Megan Good cheated. And him possibly feeling like a divorce will be better than a scandal coming out about her cheating and damaging her career, his like just.
But what scandal?
When somebody if they found out Megan Good cheated on Devon, how they about to blow that up. She about to be all kind of names,
but that don't mean I don't believe he did it because he think it was going to be a scandal. I think not scandal, but it would have been more damaging to their if it got out
that she cheated, and that made more sense to me. Like, because the word infidelity is the reason that you can get out of your marriage,
right? For a pastor,
and that is in alignment.
Or a non-believer,
if he's somebody that truly
is into the word, You don't get a divorce just because we had eyes in right now.
Right, like our differences, or you didn't want to have all the things that we've discussed. Maybe the red flags he saw going in, and
the Bible doesn't say it's okay to get a divorce,
right?
Because we're arguing a little too much right now.
Yeah. Or even the role of Harlem, like all the stuff that we discussed earlier, are not reasons that we should get a divorce.
You know what? Well, another thing, he have posted a lot of he's cool with Will Smith too.
But don't even chase that. Please don't chase that. I don't know. I think where you about to chase. Please don't do that. What are you about to say? Because I know how you think about him sometimes.
That's not
okay. Let us focus. Let's
that wouldn't trouble you. Let's say we went the couples land. Somebody started to come, man, I love them. We in LA now, and y'all doing the show. It blows up. We're doing great. Now all of a sudden I'm kicking with Will Smith a lot, posting pictures with Will Smith. That wouldn't worry you?
No.
Oh.
If you kicking it with Will Smith mindset is like, yeah. Far as career wise,
I'm not kicking it with Will Smith.
That's because we're not even gonna go there. So
we would not.
Megan Smith possibly, we don't know this to be true,
at all,
cheated and he figured getting out with a divorce and still saying, because he made a post of she's still the love of my life. So it was like, make it make sense. Why would you divorce the love of your life?
Easy. People get divorced and still love the other person. I don't doubt that.
But the love of my life, that's different than saying, oh yeah, I love you. I love you as a person. The love of my life.
Right. That can happen. That can happen.
Most people don't divorce in that stage. You are still the love of my life.
No. And that
people
stage.
Normally,
what do you mean that stage?
That way of feeling in being.
I can still love you and know I can't be with you no more.
I agree with that, love. But when I said love of my life,
you can still be the love of my life, but I cannot be with you. I cannot.
How can you not if I'm the
love of your life? Because you won't stop. Or whatever. Let's say infidelity. You keep getting caught cheating. You're a great woman, a great guy, but you just gotta be with multiple guys or multiple women. But you're the love of my life. I'm not staying.
Would I still actually be the love of your life if you?
I think for women it can be.
I'm talking about
for a guy. No, hell no, you ain't the love of my life.
But that's what he said. Megan Good
but
is
that's
the
me
love
and
of
him.
my life.
Me personally, F you after that. He may still love you and still be. Some people can. Now, I'm saying I couldn't.
I do believe
I don't like you no more.
I do believe you can still love a person and choose to say, I'm going to walk away. But if I got to the point where I had to, well, I guess I could see that. Because if you kept, I don't know.
I don't know. You ain't the love of my life no more. Man, how's Candace doing, man? I don't know. Have her.
Let me stop.
Well, I'm sorry, man. Forget her.
God,
that's what I said. F her, forget her. I don't know what's wrong, man. Forget Candace.
So I guess I could see. I guess for me, I was thinking like if I kept, Mon kept doing things, kept hurting me. I'm gonna shift out of that. He is the love of my life mentality if it kept happening. So say for instance we haven't had an issue in years,
but how can that happen?
And then
if I'm the love of your life, I'm the love of your life.
And maybe we're looking at it kind of
I'm the love of your life. How am I not the love of your? But I just said it too though.
So I don't know. So but that made more sense.
Christmas, Davis.
That made more sense to me that
she cheated. Yeah,
she cheated, and him.
And of course, y'all, we're not saying she did. We're just discussing.
Yeah.
I could see that.
I think that will help him be in alignment with God. With God,
would ask for the divorce.
Yeah, and he could live with himself knowing, as a pastor, like I didn't divorce because I can't be preaching whatever. And I haven't listened to Devon preach, but if he's preaching marriage and God's sacred union, and not getting a divorce, this is more into alignment.
He is human.
Mm-hmm.
He is human, and I know in the Bible, it says you can divorce, especially someone that's a non-believer or for infidelity. Mm-hmm. Now, if just we having issues, the Bible doesn't say it's okay to be married. You will cause the other person to commit adultery. You will commit adultery, things of that nature. But he's human. Mm-hmm. Pastors do things that they ain't supposed to do because they are human. So that doesn't necessarily mean she stepped out. Mm-hmm. He made the role in Harlem could literally be too much. Mm-hmm. I think it was Harlem. Exactly. She got it in Harlem. The kissing and the whoa, what the, oh, dang.
I just feel like
it ain't an ugly girl. Nah, man.
I just feel like it was, just seeing how, they're saying both of them still post, like you can kind of tell that it's not any animosity.
No, it's not.
It's not.
They both speak
bitterness and resentment and all of that there. So,
and I think they're being adults about it.
Yeah.
I don't believe it's an ugly. Well, it's not publicly ugly. Mm-hmm. Even if it was eternally, I don't think he will come out as a pastor and publicly bash her anyway. Mm-hmm. It will make him look bad. I don't think he would do that.
And she probably have more
respect for him, not to throw him under the bus and reveal.
Somebody said she'll never snitch on herself. So if the cheating was the situation,
of course not.
That will never come out. So they will never say.
And the guy
it was
ain't gonna say
infidelity.
nothing. You think he gonna tell it and ruin the chance of getting with her again, making good? Men don't tell on women. Like if you cheat with on the man, he ain't gonna tell on you. He gonna be quiet too.
So that made it make sense to me. So for those of you, let's see, could it be that they got a divorce to give her the freedom to be in the acting role Harlem? Could be. If it was Harlem, why? She always does scenes like these in her movie. That's why I don't think it's any of those things that we discussed earlier. Seeing the red flags at the beginning, I think that's something that they could work through.
Yeah.
For as him saying he didn't want a smoker and a drinker, because she could have said, okay, babe, I'll compromise, I'll pull back, I won't be drinking as much. And for one, she won't even be in the same sceneries and environments that she was in when you were dating a 50 Cent or a Nick Cannon and all of.
She dated Nick, hit her too?
Yeah.
Dang, so Nick.
Nick
got around.
She didn't. Her environment would have changed, so I can see how a compromise could have happened there. The difference is too great.
Nick is coming.
Criticizing.
Low key coming. I'm sorry, man.
This dude here. Go, dog. What are you saying?
I didn't know Nick dated Megan Good. Nick, man, good Lord, Nick got around. That's all. Did you see Tiffany Haddish? She said Common, she don't think Common will ever, he's like a bee that just goes from flower to flower.
Oh, did she?
She said that in the video. I actually watched the interview. She said that she's no longer kind of happy with him.
Yeah, because they broke up.
Yeah, I didn't know Nick got it. Also, did you see
I don't think
Atlanta housewife got a new boyfriend already in public with him? The one who Greg died.
Yeah.
Her husband died a couple of months ago, didn't he?
Yeah.
And she in public with the guy. Say, Lord forbid, please, Lord, don't let nothing happen to me. But if y'all see Candace publicly in a couple of months after something happened to me, y'all need to talk about her, throw some tomatoes at her, do something. You wait 2 years to give, I say 2 years.
Y'all see he gonna say, talk about me.
Talk about her. Look at, Couples Lounge show was good. Something. 2 months? You better wait 2 years. I'm gonna come back. Oh my goodness. Now they in public. And don't get me wrong, you have to move on. You have to move on. There's
somebody said she was free when he died.
You're absolutely correct. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Lord forbid if she got sick and good Lord took her. I'm not gonna be mentally okay to date.
But Nene
in 2 months.
Some people be needing that companionship to feel that void. So
we've been together for so many. I mean, 2 years. You need 2 years
before you
can talk to somebody.
No, you don't need
she
those
is not
2 years.
welcome in Smokey D's. She is not welcome in Smokey D's. If something happened to me, y'all better not talk to Candace. Y'all better look at her funny.
But y'all gotta understand this too. Some people
they might have discussed it, but I'm just speaking for me. I'm not gonna be, and I'm gonna be honest. I'll probably be hidden something, but we're not public. My wife go, I don't want to be with you like
what
that.
What difference does that make? The fact that you're not public, but you still done moved on, and you still.
I know I'm gonna get some. I don't knock her for getting her some, but you can't be with me in public. No, you got to get it and go. She can make him leave. She ain't even spending the night.
So
we'll get a room.
The whole reason for me not being able, me need to wait for 2 years is what?
Because
if you would be still hitting something, you're not waiting. You ain't in no grieving process.
I am grieving.
You're not.
I am grieving. Men grieve differently.
Let me tell you something. It ain't no different. He doing exactly what Miss Leaks is doing. The exact same thing.
He done that she in love.
I
don't blame him. Then he would have been my woman too. Now he balling.
You gotta understand this, y'all. Is everybody doesn't process death the same. Some
Absolutely
people
correct.
really see death as a transition.
Yeah.
They
And
accept that person is gone. They enjoy the memories and that's how I believe I would see death. That's my new awareness of it, because at first I wouldn't have been like this. But to understand, it's a transition. They're on to God, and I don't have to be in this place
I wouldn't be messing with nothing in 2 months.
Hurt and pain, and because I thank God for the time that I was able to have with them.
But to be dating in 2 months,
I wouldn't be dating in 2 months.
I think they probably
chill. I've been with you for 27, 30, 35 years. Yes, I am on chill mode.
35. You ain't been together 35.
I'm saying if it's on down the line, I don't even.
Oh, so you know when I'm gonna go? No. See what I'm saying?
You the one put that out there. I don't know. I'm just I'm chilling.
Okay,
I'm enjoying life.
We got this on tape.
Running, doing what I do. Now I ain't 2 months they've been getting it in. Didn't even think about it. And I'm gonna get some. Yeah, I hate to be you later.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some. I hate to. Yeah.
Keisha said, I told my children that if my husband brought a date to my funeral, which he won't, he's free. Yeah. Yeah. Now I don't know about coming to my funeral.
Yeah, no, okay, yeah.
Don't bring no woman to my funeral.
I wouldn't do that.
No, because that means that
unless it was Oprah.
No, that's disrespectful.
Oprah
that's all the way disrespectful.
Oprah could come.
Because that definitely means that y'all been messing around.
I ain't been messing with Oprah, but if she want to get with me, she coming to the funeral now. That's Oprah. That's a little different. We done flew in somewhere. We're gonna fly out somewhere and dump your ashes over into some beautiful water.
Don't you dump? I'm not gonna have no ashes. So don't get me cremated.
If Oprah wanted, you gotta get burnt up at it. That's Oprah. We gonna
what the world?
Fly out somewhere. I'm sorry.
Just everybody know in the name of my best in the saying of my best friend, I got me something. I'm sure y'all been able to tell that as we've been doing this show for 5 years. I know y'all understand this one right here is
Derek. You already
made a little different.
He prepared. You know what? I need to talk to my kids. Don't like that.
Don't teach my kids nothing.
They do. They don't need to like it. They don't need to like it for a few years. Give it a chance. I don't care how he is. If you shouldn't like. But let me say this.
He's joking, y'all.
No, I'm not. No.
Yes, you are.
Actually,
yes, you are.
Actually, I'm not. Merry Christmas to everybody, man. It is Christmas. Merry Christmas. And to Megan M, to me, it's sad. We just two black people, two couples, a couple who generally seem to love each other is no longer married. Mm-hmm. It's entertaining. We can discuss the reasons why, but in all seriousness, I hated to see it because to me, they seem like they truly loved each other.
Yeah.
And to see this end is not a good thing. Too many people celebrate when bad things happen. Some people look and can't wait for the shoe to hit the other. You know what I'm saying? For something bad to happen. I knew it. I knew it. Some people probably, forget the cup. I remember when I can't wait. I knew Candace wasn't. Boom. You know, that happens. Me personally, I hate to see it. I pray that they could, maybe get past healed. They seem to have moved on in a respectable way. I hope it continues that way. I wish them best, but I took no pleasure in seeing something like this unfold.
Yeah,
I did.
And it was like somebody said like the outfit she had on for Halloween says, yeah, I'm at that situation.
Yeah, what I saw costume that. I saw that, she had and on. Then it made me think, wow, you wearing that? Before you knew. Wow, now that you say that, wow, because I immediately thought, whoa, like she married. My first thought was like, and whoa, ain't you married to a preacher?
She wasn't even on it. I would say kind of to piggyback off of mine, prayerfully, maybe, you never know. They might it's many of couples that divorce and end up getting back together. But if
many of couples divorced and still loved each other.
Yeah, and still friends. You know, definitely if they had kids together, they're still really good friends.
Right.
And so if you are going through any of the things that we mentioned earlier, maybe you're in a relationship where you feel like you can't be your authentic self, or there's constant criticism from whether it's your spouse, the spouse family, or other people. Maybe it was even you saw red flags at the beginning and you chose to go ahead and go into that marriage. Know that you all can work through, more times than not, you can work through a lot of the differences that come up or the situations that come up, but you got to be willing to work through them together. It's hard to work on a marriage by yourself. Both people got to be willing, and you should want to be willing. Who wants to be in a marriage that feels hard, that feels like you suffering every day with this person? Like, both of you should want to, let's do something to make this feel better, so we can be happy, so we can have peace. And if you feel like you cannot be your authentic self and you're not being your authentic self in your marriage, that's on you. So for you that are showing up in your marriages like that, you got to make the decision that I'm going to stand in who I am, because you can't blame nobody for that but you. And so for those of you that may want coaching, or we're going into this new year and you want things to be different, you no longer want to be in this place of just like, we're just doing bad. Like, you tired of that and you want to leave that in 2021, below on the screen, you can call and book your 30-minute discovery session where it's no commitment. It's just you all speak as to what you are going through, and we can see if we can support you. And if you want to vibe with us, and you can go to www.wewillwin.as.me. And let's do something different in 2022. Like, this is my charge to everybody that listens to the Couples Lounge show, is that you and your spouse choose to become a power couple. And yes, we still have that 90-day program coming in January. Choose to be a power couple. Not saying y'all gonna be perfect, but y'all so in alignment and in harmony with each other that it's peace, love. Things come up, y'all address the situation and not attack each other. And that's actually what the 90-day program is gonna be called becoming a power couple. And it ain't talking about all money. That can be a part of it, but that ain't really what a power couple is. So thank y'all for tuning in. Know that your marriage can make it. Know that you can be happy in your marriage. You can have peace. You can have joy and an abundance of love in your marriage. It doesn't have to end in divorce, but y'all both gotta be willing to do the work. All right. Shaq's ex-wife. Yep. She is now engaged to a pastor.
Yep.
She is.
She is.
She is. But I don't think she has the
they've been dating for what seemed like they've been dating for a while.
I was thinking about that. I said her and Shaq. No, I never really seen either one of them really with somebody else. I think I heard Shaq.
No, I seen Shaq with yeah. He used to date Hoops,
but I would say they never really just moved on. I don't know if they really ever moved on to now from each other, but yeah, I don't think Shawnee is. Now I know Shawnee was into the creating businesses. What's the technical name for marijuana businesses? So I wonder, did she just turn that strictly over to her son to do? Now that she is like, that stuff, that's something you can give up. Like, I ain't got
to give up.
For your,
that's $1 million business. Why am I quitting that? I'm gonna throw away this money?
Nah, you can let somebody else's name be on that money. I mean, on those businesses, and you can just be a partner or something.
Yeah, I don't have
but
that
yeah,
much
Shawnee is what?
Huh?
What?
I didn't say nothing. What'd I say? I'm just joking, baby. Relax.
All right. Y'all have an amazing Merry Christmas. Tell y'all kids that Candace and Ramon said Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
She has multiple dispensaries. I wonder how does the pastor feel about that?
Is that considered? I don't know nowhere in the Bible that say. Well, it does mess you up. It doesn't have. You don't have a sober mind.
But if I'm not, maybe she's not partaking in it. She's just selling in it. She just sell. That's a good
I don't know. Thank
you all for being committed to Saturday morning. Looking forward to another year of them. Thank you, Miss Noble.
Yes.
Man, is your husband Ron? Earl Spence, fanatic.
Who you talking to? Adrian. I don't think Adrian is married.
Adrian Noble, I think that is.
Maybe her ex-husband. She wasn't married. That's one of my.
Oh, you know her?
Yes, it's one of my former students' mothers.
Oh no, that's not. No, that ain't her. Then.
Okay,
that ain't her. Then.
All right. But we can't worry about how the church feels. We can't. The church is just people. We gotta worry about what God thinks and what God says. We can't marry. We can not worry about what people think.
But hold on, that's true.
I think he does.
But you have to a certain extent. It depends on your position and your title. Yeah. If I'm a pastor, I do have to worry about my congregation. Right. If you're a superintendent, you somewhat do have to worry about what the school board thinks of you. If you're a CEO, you might need to concern yourself about certain things like that.
First and foremost, what does the word say? Absolutely. What does God think? Then what my spouse think?
Right.
And then what everybody else. So that, because we get so caught up in worrying about what other people think about us.
Right.
What they gonna say about us. Look.
She might not want. Yeah, being the first lady,
you know
Shawnee is real.
Shawnee said she didn't want no parking space. She don't want no seat and no specific seat. He actually called her up a few weeks ago. He was like, I know you ain't asking for nothing. You don't want nothing.
She don't need nothing. She got shack money.
You don't want no seat, but you gonna have a seat in here. He said, so move from where you are at and come up here. And this is where you're going to be seated. Yes, you're going to basically have some perks.
Of course.
You're the first
lady, baby. Come up here. Girl, get up here. Come on. Yeah. Sit your pretty self here. Right here.
So, all right, our kids haven't opened up presents. We told them they had to wait. If they wasn't up at a certain time, then they had to wait until we got off this show. So if you and your spouse need support and you all want to just take your relationship to the next level, you might not even be doing bad, but you just want to be proactive and take your relationship to the next level. You see it scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Go to www.wewillwin.as.me. All right. We love y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in. And thank y'all for y'all being committed, because y'all showed up on Christmas right along with us to have this lovely, lovely discussion. We hope that some marriage was blessed today. A mindset shift happened today that will take you to the next level, that gets you closer to peace, love, and joy. I love y'all to life. All right, we out. Bye-bye, y'all. Thank you, Precious. My girl.